Do you feel stuck and crave more freedom, whether you're looking for financial freedom or time freedom, location freedom, or just freedom to choose who you work with? It's all possible if you're willing to pay the price. For those that want more freedom and are willing to do what it takes to achieve it, this video is for you. Every day we're inundated with advertisements to buy more things, but what if the very thing we want more than anything else is freedom? The problem is things are easy to acquire, but freedom is much more difficult. You can buy nearly anything online and have it delivered to you the same day with just a few clicks of the button. This has trained us to reject anything that requires effort, risk, discipline, or perseverance. One of the best ways to achieve more freedom is through entrepreneurship. In a recent survey by Gallup, 62% of those surveyed said they would prefer to be their own boss. When asked why they are starting or wanted to start a business, the majority said they wanted an opportunity to earn more money in addition to being their own boss. Do you fit into that category? Let me know down in the comments below why you would want to start a business. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Tom Polifka, and I'm on a mission to decode money so we can make more of it, keep more, and grow it. I've spent the majority of the last 20 years working for myself in various different businesses and would like to share some of the key insights that help me achieve more freedom through entrepreneurship. If that sounds like something you'd like to do, go ahead and tap that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get started. Know your worth and be willing to do what it takes to achieve it. Have you ever felt like you're worth more than you're getting paid? You're not alone. My first job after college was as an IT consultant for one of the largest firms in the world, Accenture. Being fresh out of college just after the dot-com crash, it was hard enough to find a job in IT, but I landed this entry-level role that was paying approximately $22 an hour. Mind you, I thought I had done all the right things to be as valuable as I possibly could. I became a Microsoft certified systems engineer. I graduated cum laude with a fancy gold robe. I quickly learned how valuable to the company I was after seeing a cost breakdown of each member of our team, which was being billed to the client. To my shock, they were charging $150 per hour to the client for my role as a $22 an hour position. The instant I saw this, it made me realize that I needed to be a business owner and not an employee. I know there are a lot of risks with starting a business, but I was willing to risk it all to earn what I was worth. The following year, I quit that job and started my farmers insurance and financial services agency. One of the biggest risks in starting a business is the financial risk. Going back to that Gallup survey, it was interesting to see that only 14% of those that said they wanted to be their own boss were willing to risk a great deal of their finances. Maybe it's because my tolerance for risk is naturally high, but if you really want freedom and know that being a business owner can provide that freedom, why would you be afraid? Choose long-term returns versus short-term satisfaction. One thing that's always worked well for me is when I chose long-term solution over the short-term satisfaction. I'm just as susceptible as you are to the great feeling of a quick win, but every time I've made decisions based on the long-term outcome over the short-term gain, it's benefited me exponentially. In 2009, I was introduced to affiliate marketing from a colleague. At the time, it was the Wild West in online advertising where running ads on Yahoo or Google was super cheap and basically anything could be sold. I had a choice to make: invest in running those ads to supplement offers that knowing they could make an insane amount of money quickly, but likely wouldn't last very long, or I would invest my time to build websites to rank in search results for insurance and financial services products. I chose the boring long-term option and began building over 100 websites in all different categories of financial products, with the hope that the search engines would someday rank them on page 1. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy, instant success, but believed that my efforts would eventually pay off, and indeed they did. After a few months, my websites began to see more visits, and some of those visitors generated some affiliate commissions. Fast forward a year, and those websites that initially cost me hundreds of hours to build, plus hundreds of dollars in expenses to operate, were generating tens of thousands of dollars each month in revenue. Over the years, I can look back at decisions I've made and see a direct correlation between positive outcomes and choosing long-term solutions. If you want more financial freedom or time freedom, expect it to be harder in the beginning and trust that your efforts will eventually pay off. Become valuable and solve existing problems. Financial freedom comes from solving problems for other people. Business is merely solving problems. You can solve small problems for a lot of people, or solve big problems for just a few people. In order to solve problems, you need to understand what the problem is and how to provide the solution. Someone who has their air conditioning stop working in the middle of summer has a problem, and they call an HVAC specialist to come solve that problem. A mom who wants to get their kids some exercise and learn some discipline, she calls the local martial arts dojo for karate lessons. Looking at that Gallup survey, they asked, which of the following resources do you currently have that could help you start a business? Encouragement from people you know was listed at 55%. If nobody you know has encouraged you to start a business, now you can list me as one of those people that did. And prior work experience in your industry or field of work is at 50%. The best place to start when determining what problem you want to solve is your prior work experience. This is what you will know best and provide the best starting point. While you could pick a problem that you have and you'd like to solve for others, you may not have experience in that area. When I started building websites in the insurance industry, I had already been an insurance agent for 5 years, which allowed me to understand the common problems that people had when shopping for insurance. I also had the technical knowledge of website development, which gave me an advantage for that type of business as well. My advice to you is choose a problem you already know and you know how to solve from your life or work experience. Don't get cute and try to reinvent the wheel. I got cute once and started a golf business that solved a problem that very few golfers knew they had. This business was a great learning experience in what not to do. Don't make the same mistake I did. Choose a problem you already know exists. A great example of this is one of my coaching clients, Kelsey Rowell, who was a nurse before she started her business. Kelsey realized that many RNs didn't know the different types of nurse roles available or how to advocate for themselves. She founded Whole Life Nurse and began to offer training for nurses on how to negotiate pay or find non-traditional nursing jobs. Today, Kelsey helps thousands of nurses craft their dream nursing career, and it all started because she understood the problems that nurses faced. If you're looking for financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom, look no further than becoming a business owner. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but for those that truly desire to determine their own worth and have the freedom to choose their path, then get started now. One person who pursued her dream of financial freedom was Lauren Spading. She was a police officer making less than $50,000 a year and has since gone on to build a multi-million-dollar business. You'll be shocked what problem her business solves. Learn more about her business and 7 other dirty side hustles that can turn into a full-time business by watching this video next.